It's an apocalypse. Run for your lives while you still can save yourselves. Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. I'm Mark. This is some kind of yellow storage thing, and I'm here as your humble host. Many of you sent me this article from Freightwaves about the trucking apocalypse, and I appreciate that. Many astute viewers sent it in. It's how I get a lot of information. Thank you very much. I can't keep up with everything because I'm still working even though there's an apocalypse, so I still have a job to go to as well. Look, here's the thing about this. They're talking about Timmerman Trucking, Timmerman Starlite Trucking in California that closed. Okay, I don't know what's walking around down there. Look. So Freightwaves puts this out there as some type of an apocalypse. Generally, they have good reporting at Freightwaves. I'm kind of disappointed at them this time because of the way they reported the article, okay? It's as if they don't have any idea of anything about trucking. It's just somebody that reported it. Here's what they talk about in there. Why'd they close? Number one, an apocalypse. Okay, there's 30 people out of work. 30. Now, that's bad if you're one of those 30 people. There's millions of drivers, and they list 28 people as drivers there and 2 office people, or presumably owners or whatever. Okay, that's not horrible. And who thinks they're not already working? Probably by the time this comes out, they already have another job. Not exactly an apocalypse when 28 people lose their jobs. Freightwaves says there's a couple reasons. One, CARB. California Air Resources Board, they couldn't tolerate the emissions. Every California trucking company has to follow those same emissions, not just this one. Are they all closing? No, so that can't be it. You know, so just blaming CARB, that's nice to say, oh, it's CARB, right? That can't be it here. Every trucking company in California would close. That can't be the problem. The real problem I have with it is Freightwaves also blames the ELD mandate. Here we go, ELD mandate. The ELD mandate says they released there's no more flexibility. That's how it's worded there. There's no more flexibility for trucking companies. No, that's totally a lie. Which law changed with the ELD mandate? None of them. None of them. What they're saying is companies can't screw you out of free work as much anymore, so they have to close. That's exactly what that means. If you're a company and you cannot run your people legally, have them make a decent living, and you stay in business, you deserve to close. That's harsh, Mark. Yeah, it is. You want to work 16, 17 hours a day with 5 or 6 of them free? That's what the ELD mandate, at least a little bit, is stopping. A little bit. Some of you are trying to get by. Oh, I creep around, I go off duty. Okay, that's your fault for not getting paid for that time. Stop doing that. But to say the ELD mandate is some kind of reason why trucking companies are closing, they don't have any more flexibility, Mark. We don't have flexibility. We want to sit our drivers 5 hours and still make them drive, 11 hours and still work 3 hours. No, that's crapola garbage, all right? No law change, and I'm sick of people blaming the ELD for them either not making money or the company saying they can't make money. That's ridiculous. So Freightwaves, don't come out here and bamboozle people with this CARB garbage and ELD mandate. I make money, right? I go to work every day. We've been on electronic logs, right, for probably 8 years here, and it hasn't been any problem here. Run legal. Now, here's the thing. You want to avoid a trucking apocalypse for yourself? Because apocalypse is either you, right, it happens, or it doesn't happen, right? It isn't like a big thing. And the article actually said this too. 2,500 drivers have lost their jobs this year because of closures and other kind of things related to the apocalypse. Out of, millions of drivers, well over 1 million drivers, well over 2,500. That is not exactly an apocalypse. That is no apocalypse at all, okay? That's bad. Those drivers need to find a job, and they will. We all agree they will. Here's how to avoid the apocalypse yourself, okay, so it doesn't come to you. Number one, keep a clean record. Keep a clean record, right? You got 9 tickets? Yeah, it's tough for you to get another job. Yeah. DUIs, 10 speeding things, right? Accidents. Don't do that. Be safe. Be a safe driver. Run legal. Don't get CSA points, right? I don't care what the company says, all right? Number 2, another easy one. Find a job and stay there. Okay? Stop jumping jobs. You see a $3,000 sign on, you leave. $5,000 sign on, oh, shiny. They put shiny things up in front of you. Oh, come on, work over here. Right, ridiculous, okay? Don't do that. Find a job and stay there. Don't go to the first place that brings pizza to your truck school. Don't go to the first place that offers you a truck color choice, which I've seen places doing. That's ridiculous. Find a job that suits you, that will get you home when you want, run the part of the country you want, either local if you want or road if you want, whatever it is you want. I have a list of questions at truckinganswersnation.com. You can look at those, see which ones apply to you, ask the companies those questions, and find the job that fits you so you can stay there. So if you have a good record and you've been at your job for some time, do you think it's going to be a problem if that job closes for you to find another job? No. It isn't, but you won't have to be looking unless your place closes because you found a job that you like. You don't have to keep switching. That costs you thousands of dollars when you switch jobs. People don't realize that. You have to go through another orientation. You have to go fill all their paperwork. You might have to wait for insurance for 90 days or something. It takes a while to get used to the new system so that you're more efficient, because the longer you are somewhere, the more efficient you are, the more you know how everything works. You can do your job better and you end up making more money just because of that. Mark, what else do I have to do to avoid the apocalypse? Nothing, really. It's just that simple. People always have to eat. I say this all the time. You always got to eat, and people always need toilet paper because they always got to eat. Look, it's simple as that. It's 340 million people in the United States. Stuff has to move around. Not everybody is always out of work. There's money flowing. Trucking has to move. Oranges don't deliver themselves to stores. Trucking has to move, okay? Where you hear all this negative mumbo jumbo, get that out of your head, okay? Get out of the negative space because it's just gonna bring you down, seriously. Okay, trucking is a great career. Start right now. You're young, it doesn't matter. Old, it doesn't matter. It's a great career. Be positive. That's half of your own battle. Don't listen to all these people, the ones that are at your company. I don't get any miles. I don't get any money. Yeah. Why do I always see you at the company and not out driving miles when I'm always busy? That's why. You're the one that doesn't want to work or whatever, okay? You have to be efficient and all that, but the ones complaining are always the ones not willing to do work. So believe me, trucking is a great career. Stay positive about it. Look, I do a live show every Monday at 1 p.m. Don't like what I say? Come on there and tell me why there is an apocalypse right now. Why is there an apocalypse? There isn't. Freightwaves, you're invited on there too. I want to hear why you think that the ELD mandate is a problem, all right? So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. In front of the yellow box, we'll see you on the next one.